Hello students, in the previous video we discussed about elements, compounds, atoms and molecules, and also we learned characteristics of elements, compounds, atoms and molecules. In this video we are going to discuss few more topics from lesson 2. First one, molecules of elements. Molecules of an element are made by the combination of two or more atoms of the same elements. Molecules of an element are made by the combination of two or more atoms of the same elements. For example, this is a molecule of hydrogen and this is a molecule of ozone. This molecule of hydrogen is made by two atoms of hydrogen. Two atoms of hydrogen. There are two atoms and it is made by same elements, that is hydrogen. Next one, molecule of ozone. It is made by three atoms of oxygen. There are three atoms and also it is made by the same elements. These H2 and O3 are called molecules of elements. Next one, what is atomicity? The number of atoms present in a molecule is called atomicity. The number of atoms present in a molecule is called atomicity. For example, how many atoms are present? Two atoms. So this 2 is called its atomicity. We are going to learn few more examples for atomicity. These are elements: helium, hydrogen, oxygen, phosphorus. Atoms in one molecule. As we know, helium is a noble gas. The atoms of noble gas exist as single atoms. Therefore, helium contains one atom, hence it is monoatomic. Next, elements such as hydrogen, oxygen exist as diatomic molecules. That is, their molecules are composed by two atoms. Elements such as hydrogen, oxygen exist as diatomic molecules. That is, their molecules are composed of two atoms. Generally, any molecule containing more than two atoms is polyatomic. For example, phosphorus is made by the combination of four atoms. So the phosphorus is called polyatomic. If any molecules of elements are made by the combination of two atoms or diatomic. If any molecules of elements are made by the combination of more than two or polyatomic. Next, molecules of compounds. Molecules of compounds. When the atoms of two or more elements combine, they form a molecule of a compound. When the atoms of two or more elements combine, they form a molecule of a compound. Let me explain this through examples. These are the examples for compound: water, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, chloride. What is the chemical formula of water? H2O, and carbon CO2. Carbon dioxide CO2. Hydrogen chloride, that is HCl. When water molecule is formed by the combination of two atoms of hydrogen with one atom of oxygen. Here the water molecule is formed by two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. How many elements are present here? Two atoms. And next one, carbon dioxide. A molecule of carbon dioxide is formed by the combination of two atoms of oxygen and with one atom of carbon. Hydrogen chloride. A molecule of HCl is formed by the combination of one atom of hydrogen and one atom of chlorine. Let me explain this once again. Molecules of compounds are formed by the combination of atoms of two or more elements. For example, water is a compound and This water molecule is formed by the combination of two atoms of hydrogen with one atom of oxygen. Now we are going to discuss about molecular formula. Molecular formula represents the composition of a molecule of an element or a compound. It represents the composition of a molecule of an element or a compound. Molecular formula is also known as chemical formula. For example, H2O is a molecular formula of water molecule and N2 is the molecular formula of nitrogen, and it shows the composition of a molecule of compound, and it shows the composition molecule of an element. Now we are going to discuss how to write formula for an element or compound. How to write formula for elements and compounds. First we learn formulae of elements. The molecular formula of an element shows number of atoms present in one molecule of that element. This molecular formula of an element shows number of atoms present in one molecule of that element. The molecular formula is represented by symbol of element followed by the number as subscript. Molecular formula is represented by writing the symbol of element followed by a number as subscript. What is subscript? Written below the line. For example, H2. This is the molecular formula of an element, hydrogen. And H is the symbol of hydrogen. H is the symbol of hydrogen. And number 2, which is written in the subscript, it shows how many atoms are present in one molecule of that element. And few more examples. Helium. He is the symbol of helium element. And here there is no subscript. That means it contains only one atoms. Next example, N2. N is the symbol of nitrogen. Symbol N shows that it contains two atoms of nitrogen only. The subscript 2 shows that there are two atoms in each molecule of nitrogen. Next example, P4. P is the symbol of phosphorus element. The symbol P shows that it contains atoms of phosphorus only. And subscript 4 shows that there are 4 atoms in each molecule of phosphorus. Once again I repeat this. P is the symbol of phosphorus element. And this symbol P shows that it contains atoms of phosphorus only. And this number 4, which is written in the subscript, shows that there are 4 atoms in each molecule of phosphorus. Next one, sulfur. S is the symbol of sulfur element. S is the symbol of element sulfur. And this S shows that it contains atoms of sulfur only. And also the number which is written in the subscript 8 shows that there are 8 atoms in each molecule of sulfur. Next we are going to discuss about formulae of compounds. It shows the number of atoms of different elements present in one molecule of that compound. It shows the number of atoms of different elements present in one molecule of that compound. For example, H2O. It is the molecular formula of one molecule of water. Water is a compound. It is made up of two atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. This water molecule is made up of 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. We are going to learn how to write the formula of a compound. For writing the formula of a compound, one should know symbols of elements present in the compound. Next, combining capacity of the elements. For writing formula, you should know the symbols of elements present in the compound and the combining capacity of the elements. What is combining capacity? Combining capacity of an element is known as its valency. Combining capacity of an element is known as valency. This valency is used to find out how the atoms of element will combine with the atoms of another element to form a compound. This valency used to find out how the atoms of element will combine with the atoms of another element to form a compound. Let me explain this through examples. We are going to learn writing the formula of a compound. If you want to write the formula of a compound, one should know the symbols are present in that compound and the valency of the elements. Few examples are given. Hydrogen is an element and its valency is 1. Chlorine 1. Oxygen 2. Nitrogen 3. Carbon 4. Sodium 1. Magnesium 2. Zinc 2. What is the valency of chlorine? 1. What is the valency of nitrogen? 3. What is the valency of zinc? 2. What is the valency of oxygen? 2. What is valency? The combining capacity of that element. That is called valency. And 1 is the combining capacity of this element, hydrogen. Next, we are going to learn the rules for writing the formulae of compounds. First, if you want to write the molecular formula of compound water, first step, write the symbols of the elements that form the compound water. Hydrogen, oxygen. Write the symbols of the elements that form the compound. Then second step, write down the valency of each element below its symbol. What is the valency of hydrogen? 1. What is the valency of oxygen? 2. And the third step, interchange the valencies of the combining elements. Just interchange. Interchange the valencies of the combining elements and write them as subscripts. The third point, write them as subscripts. H2 and O1. And it can be written H2O. It is the molecular formula of compound water. Another example, magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide. What is the first one? You should write the symbols of elements that form the compound. Magnesium oxide. Then you should write the valency of that element. What is the valency of magnesium? 2. What is the valency of oxygen? 2. Third step, interchange the valencies of the combining elements and write them as subscript. That means Mg2 and O2. In this case, the subscript numbers are same. If the subscript numbers of both elements are the same, do not write them. If the subscript numbers of both elements are same, you should not write them. Therefore, molecular formula of magnesium oxide can be written simply MgO. Another example, ammonia. If you want to write the molecular formula of ammonia, first step you should write the symbol of ammonia, that is nitrogen and hydrogen. Next step you should write the valency of nitrogen and hydrogen. The valency of nitrogen is 3 and valency of hydrogen is 1. Third step, interchange the valencies of the combining elements and write them as subscript N1H3 and it can be written NH3. Now we are going to discuss about significance of the molecular formula of a compound. The molecular formula of a compound indicates the name of the compound and its constituent elements, number of atoms present in one molecule of that compound. For example, CO2. It is a molecule of carbon dioxide and it is represented by CO2. It indicates that a molecule of carbon dioxide is formed by the combination of two elements. The molecule of carbon dioxide is formed by the combination of two elements that are carbon and oxygen. In one molecule of carbon dioxide, the number of carbon atom is 1. The number of oxygen atom is 2. Dear students, in this video session, we have discussed about how to write the formulae of elements and compounds. With this, we have completed the second lesson. Dear children, revise and learn the following questions. Symbol of first 20 elements. Definitions for element, compound, atom and molecule. Molecular formulae of elements and compounds which are given in your book. Thank you.